Okay, so we're going to color our sky using crayons. All right, and we're gonna blend these and treat them like an art tool as opposed to a little kid's coloring book tool. Okay, so the first thing I did was I took a black and I lightly colored it so it looked like gray in all the kind of the in between parts of these mountains. So on the edges, I colored the gray, so you can see that, and then right there kind of between in the little triangles of the mountains. And then I'm going to take a blue. So all I pulled out were all the blues, purples, the black, and the pink that are in there. I don't know if you can see those very good, but that were in your little set. Just get them all out. And so then I'm going to take my blue and I'm going to color that right on top of this gray and extend it out. And notice I'm not pressing really hard because as soon as I press hard, I can't blend other colors into it anymore. Okay, so we want to work up to that. So I'm just going to put this on smooth and color right over the tops of those. And then I'm just going to keep carrying that blue color out. Till about here, I think. Maybe a little farther, we'll see. Okay, but I'm going to go up about that far. So nice and smooth. You can just color with me, or you can fast forward through this if you don't want to watch me color. But notice how smooth it is. You can't see a whole bunch of streaks. I'm really using the side of the crayon to get a smooth color. And I'm taking my time, not coloring where I don't want to color because I've got my eyes on my paper the entire time. I am focused. Okay. A lot of times when you guys accidentally color where you don't want to, it's because you lose your attention and you're not focused on what you're doing. Or your neighbor says something and you look up and oops, you've just colored where you don't want to. So stay on task, stay in focus. You can do this. Now, in order to blend this well, I do not want my top line to be a straight line, okay? Because then it looks like a stripe. So to get it to blend in, I kind of want to do this. See how I've got a jagged edge here like this? And as I'm going up, I'm getting lighter and lighter, okay? So I don't want an exact place where you can tell I started getting lighter. So I'm just going to kind of work over that till it's a really nice fade. Okay, and so this is a little too obvious right here. So I'm going to come back in and work over those a little bit. So it should look like my sky's fading upward. Okay, then the next thing I'm going to do is come in with my pink. It's just a girl pink. And I'm going to start working it in here into the blue towards the top. And I don't want it to go down too far because I want it to be pretty blue and kind of dark towards the bottom. But again, I don't want an exact line. So I'm really using the side. Okay, working over it. I'll hold this up because I can tell on the screen you can't see the color blend very well. But you can see how I'm doing it. Okay, I'm just kind of working it in. So there isn't an exact line where the pink starts, but there is this tint of pink in there. All right, let's see if we can. Okay, hopefully you can see that. Okay, and then next I'm going to go with the purple. And definitely at the top, I'm going to go purple. Okay, try not to get a. Sorry guys, my stuff all set here. Okay, at the very top, I want the purple to be pretty dark. So I'm going to press a little more up here. But then as I go down, I want it to start smoothing in a little bit. So I'm going to press, just fade that in. So it's the opposite of what I did with the blue. I'm going to start dark at the top and fade down as I go. And on the blue, I was darker at the bottom and faded up. Okay. And again, see how I'm doing a jaggy line with my darks, so I don't have an exact stripe. Okay. Get the idea. So I want kind of the lightest part to be right in here. So I'm trying to not bring too much purple down in the middle. And then a lot more down on the outsides. And then I want to bring purple all the way down to here and put a little touch of purple on my black down here in the corners. Okay. I want that purple to go all the way to the edge up here. And I'm going to be really dark in my corners. So I'm even going to come in with a little bit of that black that I used down below and darken my corners and my edge here a little bit. Okay, and then I have a slightly different shade of blue. I think it's slightly different. Actually, it looks pretty close to the same, but hey, I'm going to go with it. And I'm just going to kind of darken here at the bottom again. Fade it up as I go. But I need to be Overall, my bottom part of this needs to be darker. I'm going to press a little more. I'm getting up here and using the tip and making sure I'm right next to the edge of my mountain so that line looks really clean and nice. Okay. Blend that out a little bit as I go. I don't want an exact line anywhere. I'm going to darken on the outside again with the blue. And go ahead and kind of go over my dark purple part at the top as well. Put a little blue here at the top. Okay, and then I'm lightly going to go over all of this with my blue. But again, I'm not pressing very hard in this middle part because I want this middle to feel lighter. I'm just going to go over this edge and press pretty hard. Not pressing very hard there. Okay, I'm going to look at it here a minute. Overall, I think that looks pretty much like the Northern Lights. So it's really important that this part right here in the middle stays lighter so it feels like it's kind of glowing. So this is what you're looking for when you get all done, and this is your Aurora Borealis picture. So I hope it turns out well. Take your time. That is my biggest advice with the crayons. Build the layers up. Take your time. Get it right. Really focus on what you're doing. Okay, pay attention. You can do it well. Good job.